Yes, hello guys, very good evening everyone. Welcome to this session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive learning platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep. Yes, I Rakesh Talreja welcome you all to this another fun-filled, interesting, important sessions for engineering mathematics. Sure. Mostly I'll plan for differential equations also in the upcoming time. We'll keep planning all of this. So yes guys, quickly update your friends that the session is now live. You can join quickly. Everyone can join quickly. Yes, the session is now live. Right. Chalo. Cool. Chalo. Right. Thank you. Good evening everyone. Good evening Ganesh, Prabhakaran, Samrita. Good evening Sandhya, Shiva, Aman, Vishal, Prabhu, Sheikh, Gopi, Akash, Shivraj, Gaurav. Very good evening all. Keep joining and keep updating your friends that the session is live. Share kar do ek bar fatafat sabhi ko so that we begin up this session. 33 most expected questions of numerical methods. Let us begin up. Chalo, fatafat se begin karte hain. So first two classes, that is the today and tomorrow, because you know numerical methods, in this current date numerical method, if we talk about exam wise, okay, so in the GATE examination, this numerical methods is for mechanical, civil, instrumentation and production, etc. Not for ESE, but for engineering services aspirant, whether you are of any whether you are ESE, mechanical, civil, you have to study the numerical methods. Acha. In the numerical methods, then a very important topic is the numerical integration, that is the trapezoidal rules and the Simpson's rule. Okay, so we'll break the numerical integration into the two different parts, that is the part 1 today and the part 2 tomorrow at the same time. Chalo, so begin karte hain guys. So this is basically a brief intro about me. This is your mentor and educator Rakesh, and I have secured All India rank 9th in the GATE examination, completed my masters from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. It's been more than 11 years in this industry, training students for ESE, GATE and various technical based examination, trained more than 50,000 students. My area of expertise include the control system, signal and system, digital electronics, EMFT in the technical, and then aptitude and maths in the common areas, right? Okay. Whatever sessions we are discussing, okay, whatever important concepts we are discussing, but the numerical, see, as you know, this is the question practice series, 33 most expected question. This is the question practice series. Triple E, yeah, I told you Anthony, for Triple E also in ESE, but not GATE, for Triple E. Okay, so this is the expected, this is a question based series, but you know, I have felt that especially from the numerical integration, there have been conceptual logical question. So we will review the concept also. We will review the concept of trapezoidal and Simpson. We need not derive, we will not waste the time on derivation, but we will visit the concept. Okay, and right. GATE ESE it is not there, Gopi, but engineering services it can be there. So if depends, if you are only GATE, then it is not in the EC and EE syllabus. It has been recently removed. Okay, so whatever we are discussing session by session, I will share up. Okay, I will share up in this Telegram group. Okay, the PDF of today's class, tomorrow's class, ek karke day on the daily basis, I will share in the Telegram group. And yeah, if you are not in the Telegram group, you can immediately join my Telegram group. You can join my Telegram group using the link provided. Chalo, begin karte hain guys. Let us now begin up actually. Okay, let us now begin up actually here. Numerical integration. So see guys, basically numerical integration, numerical methods, as you know, are employed for those cases which are not directly solvable. Kuch aise integration which may not be directly solvable, which you are not able to solve directly, okay, by any integration property or by any integration formula. Ek baar share kar do guys, ek baar share kar do. I see little less attendance today. Come on, do share up the session and let's start learning. So the idea is basically, the idea, समझ लीजिए, because I am telling from the numerical integration, especially from the numerical integration, there are conceptual questions also in the exam. There are the conceptual question. This is x and this is fx. X and the fx. Right. X and fx. So given any curve, say for example, and you need to evaluate its integration. You need to evaluate its integration from any point, suppose that is A, up to any other point, suppose that is the B. Suppose that is the B. From the any point A up to the any point B. Forget this. पहले आइडिया को समझ लेंगे हम, ठीक है? देन वी विल टेक ओनली एंड ओनली क्वेश्चंस, राइट? सो suppose this is some point that is the x equal to a and that is some point x equal to b, and I want to evaluate the integral that is j equal to integral a to b fx dx, right? As represented here, we need to evaluate j, that is integral a to b fx dx. But we also know that the integration, by the basics of integration, we know that the integration is also the area under. It is also the area under fx. This is the first idea that you must know. Area under fx from a less than equal to x less than equal to b. Area under fx from the a less than equal to x less than equal to b. अब देखो, if the function is directly integrable, ठीक है, then we can integrate if you know the formula. But what I am telling, numerical methods, numerical integration is for those functions which cannot be directly integrated. There is no formula, there is no property to help you integrate this function. Okay, then we can take the help of area under fx. Okay, then we can take the area under fx. This is what I want. So my concentration will be, how can I approximately calculate this area? How can I approximately calculate this particular area? That is what my concentration is. If I get the method, okay, if I get the method to calculate this area, okay, I will be able to calculate the integration. I will be able to calculate the integration. The first rule that is coming up here, which is officially not in the syllabus, but that is the foundation. Okay, see, your syllabus will go to trapezoidal and Simpsons, but अगर आपको समझना है, आपको चीजें समझना है, if you take the base, rectangular rule is the fundamental to study. So what do we do in the rectangular rule? I will just give you the logic but not the derivation, क्योंकि हमें questions and questions and questions करने हैं, right? So the idea of the rectangular rule, listen everybody, this is the point A and the point B onto which integration has to be performed. Okay, so we need to integrate this particular function. Please pay attention here. We need to integrate this function, this curve that is from A to B. Okay, integration is also equal to area under the curve. Okay, how to approximate the area? How to approximate the area? Listen everyone, idea sun lena. What I am going to do? I have broken this interval. I will break this interval A to B into n parts. I will break the interval from A to B. I will break this limit from A to B into n parts. यहाँ पे ध्यान देना. I am going to break it into n parts. Okay, this is the first region. Okay, this is what is the first region. Okay, then in this first region, not like this, sorry. In this first region, I will take the midpoint, okay, and I will approximate the whole function by its midpoint value. This is known as piecewise approximation. Okay, this is known as the piecewise approximation. क्या करूँगा? I know that within this particular interval, function is a curve. Okay, it varies with respect to x, but I will assume, this is my assumption, that maybe the function is varying, but I will assume the function to be constant. Okay, right? I will assume the function to be what? Constant. Okay, I will assume that the function is constant. So because I am assuming that the function is constant, what is the shape taken by the function in this interval? In this interval, the function becomes a rectangle, right? Right. The function becomes a rectangle. Do we know the area of rectangle? Yes, sir, base into height. Do we know the area of rectangle? Yes, sir, that is base into height. Okay, similarly moving ahead to the next one. Okay, and then this is the next interval and I will take only the midpoint. What is the midpoint value? Suppose x2 star, and I will join the function like this, right? And then this is again a rectangle. Okay, so what we are doing, what is the rectangular rule? Officially this is not in syllabus, but just the first point of explanation to set up the base. What I have done, I have divided the interval from A to B into n sub intervals. into n sub intervals. Now the idea is, formula नहीं लिखेंगे क्योंकि this is not required. The j, which is integral a to b fx dx, okay, that is also equal to area, okay, and that is equal to sum of areas. What is the total areas? That is approximately, this is what is the approximation, that is equal to sum of areas of all the rectangles. That is equal to sum of areas of all the rectangles. Okay. Sir, what is the final formula? I will not write down because this is not required. This is not in syllabus. Let's go to trapezium. But just tell me one thing in the comment box. Have you got the idea? First idea कि what is the approximation? क्या करेंगे? We are going to take the interval a to b. I don't know what is the integration a to b. If I had known, then there is no need of numerical method. I don't know the integration, but I know that integration equal to area. How to calculate? How to approximate the total area? First method. Let's break the total region into n rectangles of equal width. Okay. So what is the total area? Sum of the areas of all the rectangle. What is the area of rectangle? Base into height. That is the idea. Have you got hold? Idea समझ में आया कि नहीं? ये comment कर दो. Have you got the idea? I will not write down this formula because it is not required. Everyone can write down the formula. यार, half into base into height. There's nothing. Half into base into height. Everyone can write down, but इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. That is why I am not writing here. Okay. Right? Cool. Come on. Quickly, everyone. यार, comment तो बहुत कम आया है. Everybody. If there is any doubt, please ask the doubt. Comment लेकिन करो. एक बार comment सभी लोग करो. Okay, so the idea is that integration is area under the curve. I repeat again, integration is area under the curve, and let us approximate the total area by breaking the limit from a to b into n rectangles. That is rectangular rule. Sir, what is the trapezium rule then? What is the trapezium rule? Yeah, what is the trapezoidal rule? Either you call it as trapezium rule or the trapezoidal rule. Still very people very slow in commenting. No to no guys, we are open for doubts, but responsive. थोड़ा सा एकदम, हाँ, that is simply base into height ना, but rectangular rule क्योंकि out of syllabus है परविंदर, that is why I am not writing down the final formula. चलो अब यहाँ पे आ जाते हैं. Let's come up to the trapezoidal rule. This is important. Now this is the first point of your syllabus, trapezoidal rule, and then we will go to the Simpson's rule. Why 0.5? 0.5 कहाँ लिखा है मैंने? 0.5 कहाँ लिखा है? 0.5 will come in the trapezoidal rule. अभी wait करो. So now, what we are going to do in this trapezoidal rule, everybody listen carefully. Everybody. So see, this is my curve. From A to B. I want to evaluate the area from A to B. So I want some approximation. I don't know the exact method. That is why I am looking for approximation. So what is my approximation now? Okay. What is my approximation now? I will divide the interval a to b. I will divide the interval from a to b into n subintervals. How many subintervals? Let me write down these parameters. We will have n subintervals. of equal width, equal duration, that is h. Okay, of equal width or equal duration, that is h. Okay, so what should be the value of h? So what is the total interval? Sir, what is the total interval? B minus a. I want to divide into n subintervals. So what is the size of every interval? That is known as the duration, or also known as the size, or also known as the width. Okay, whatever you want to call it as, subinterval ka size, and the size h is equal to b minus a. The total length of the integral is a to b. Divide into n parts. So b minus a divided by n. Okay. Yes, उसी को समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं सरोज. Just wait. Okay. So we will divide into n subinterval. In every subinterval, approximate the curve linearly. I'll write down. In every subinterval, क्या करना है next? In the every subinterval, approximate the function fx linearly. Now I hope everyone understands what is linearly. Linearly means straight line. Linearly means just like a straight line. Approximate the curve in every interval by a straight line. तो ये लीजिए sir. In the first interval, that is a to x1. In the first interval, that is a to x1, the function is a straight line. In the second interval, x1 to x2, again the function is a straight line. In the next interval, x2 to x3, suppose here, in the next interval x2 to x3, again the function will be a straight line, etc., 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 and this is the last interval. This is the last interval. So in every sub interval, guys, within the every sub interval, what is the function? ये shape को क्या बोलोगे आप? What is this shape? When you approximate the function by a straight line in every sub interval, what is one sub interval looking like? इस shape को क्या name दोगे आप? Okay, this is what is known as something. Tell me, what is this known as? Then you have a second sub interval shape, and etc., etc., etc. That one is the last sub interval shape. So within every sub interval, what do you get? This is what is actually a trapezoid, na? This is what is actually a trapezoid. So what you are getting is nothing but a trapezium in shape, right? What you are getting is something like this, a trapezium in shape, having two parallel sides. Having two parallel sides. ठीक है, तो ये रहा trapezium. Now, what is the area of the trapezium? Guys, everyone knows the area of trapezium? What is the area of trapezium? Half into, suppose this is h, height बोल दीजिए या distance between parallel sides, half into distance between parallel sides into the sum of parallel sides. Suppose this is a and b. Okay, so sum of parallel sides, that is a plus b, right? What is the area of trapezium? Half into the distance between parallel sides and the sum of the parallel sides. Okay, so can I find out the area of every trapezium? Yes, sir. Okay, so what is the total area then? What is the total area? It is the sum of areas. It is the sum of areas of all trapeziums. It is the sum of areas of all trapeziums. Correct. What is the area of first trapezium? वैसे no need to derive, just let's look at the final formula. I hope everyone knows the area of trapezium. ये हो जाएगा. What is the base of every trapezium? ये देख लेना. What is the base of every trapezium? Distance between the parallel sides, this is h. That is what is the subinterval size. Okay, from a to x1 h, from x1 to x2 h. मैंने क्या बोला था? It should be equal. Okay, etc., etc., etc. This is h. So what is the distance between parallel sides? Always h. Then you will keep adding this. What is this? This is fa, f of x1, f of x2. सारी values को put करके, no need to derive. But logic was important because I will show you conceptual question of trapezium rule. Conceptual question भी आता है. That is why logic was important. And this is the final formula. Okay, so integral a to b fx dx by the trapezoidal rule. Okay, by taking the sum of all trapeziums, you get this formula. h by 2, fa plus fb endpoints. fa plus fb endpoints plus twice the value of function at all the intermediate points. Okay, question se samjhenge. Don't worry, we will understand through the question. Okay, let us complete all the theory. h by 2, fa plus fb plus twice the value of the function at the intermediate points. x1, fx1, fx2, etc., 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 fx minus 1. Okay, chalo. That is what is the important formula for trapezium rule. Okay, right. So before coming to the formula, I am writing down, before coming to the formula, I am just giving you the logic. Derive करने का need नहीं है यहाँ पे, but at least the logic is required for the concept based question. Next, okay, next Simpson's rule. Okay, but before going to the Simpson's rule, let us see the error. Okay, so there are some more things you must remember. The error due to trapezoidal rule is given by, this is known as the mod e. Okay, mod e. Okay, absolute error, okay, is less than equal to m2 nh cube upon 12. Matlab I can write then that what is the maximum error? Mod e means absolute error. मैंने modulus लगा दिया, means it does not only mean error, it simply means what is the absolute error. It means the absolute error, right? 1 second, guys. Yes, guys, sorry. So mod e max, what is the maximum value of this? What is the maximum value of this? That is equal to m2 nh cube divided by 12. Now let me tell you all these terms. What is n? n is the number of subintervals. Okay, what is h? h is the subinterval size. सरोज वेट करोगे तो क्वेश्चन भी आएगा, ठीक है. h is the subinterval size. Okay, and m2 is the maximum value of second derivative in the interval a to b, right? Interval a to b. Yes, Parvinder, trapezoidal and Simpson's ka you have to remember. Okay, chalo. Now this is important. This is just like question. This has been there in GATE 2-3 times. This particular question, the particular concept based on this has been there in GATE 2-3 times. Okay, this rule will give the exact value if fx is a polynomial function of degree 0 or 1. Okay, the integration will be exact integration with zero error. With zero error if fx is a polynomial function of the degree 0 or 1. Polynomial function of the degree 0 or 1. Okay, everyone? That is what it is. Mod E max m2 nh cube divided by 12. Next, Simpson's rule. So let us quickly revise the Simpson's rule also, then we'll start with questions. Okay. So when I took the piecewise constant approximation, मैंने show किया था ना piecewise constant. What is the piecewise constant? That in every subinterval I am assuming the function to be only constant, and this was known as the rectangular rule. This was known as the rectangular rule. Then piecewise linear approximation. Trapezium में क्या किया? Approximate every subinterval by a straight line. Right, by a straight line. So piecewise straight line approximation, linear approximation led to the trapezoidal rule. Okay, then quadratic approximation, the piecewise quadratic approximation will lead to the Simpson's rule, something like this. Okay, but for Simpson's rule one thing is very important, that in Simpson's rule, okay, we divide the interval of integration into an even number of equal subintervals. Into an even number of equal subintervals. Even number of equal subintervals. ठीक है. Even number of equal subintervals. ठीक है. The number of subintervals should be even. Okay. Otherwise it is not possible. And because even है मतलब n should be 2m, twice of m, so that it is even. Okay. This is how. So what we do actually in the Simpson's rule. Okay, we have to approximate two consecutive subintervals together. Two consecutive subintervals are approximated. Two consecutive intervals are approximated by a parabola. Okay, by a parabola, Lagrange's polynomial. Okay, of second order. So we approximate it by a parabola. Okay, so this will be one parabola. Then this will be yet another parabola. Okay, and etc. That is why we need the even number of subintervals, because the approximation is done. Approximation is done for two subintervals together. We will do the approximation for two subintervals together. Okay, so this is first two subintervals, then third and fourth, and etc. last two. So agar suppose if you had odd number of subintervals, so last mein this will be alone, na? This will be alone. That is why in Simpson's we never take odd number of subinterval, we take the even number of subintervals. We will always take the even number of subinterval. What is the final formula? By calculating the area by the Lagrange's polynomial method. Okay, this is the algorithm. This is the final area that you should be noting down. H by 3. Okay, H by 3. S0 plus 4S1 plus 2S2. Questions will give, of course, more clarity. What is S0? Sum of the endpoints. Okay, this is just like endpoints. Endpoints F0 plus Fm, or this is also like F0, that is Fa plus Fb. These are endpoints Fa plus Fb. Then what is S1? Sum of the function. Okay, this is sum of the function at all odd points. Odd points, matlab fx1, fx3, etc. Right? Then S2 is sum of fx at all even points, f of x2, f of x4, etc. Put down the value here. H is the subinterval size. H by 3, S0 plus 4S1 plus 2S2, 142. Just remember the code 142. Right? Right. S0 plus 4S1 plus 2S2. That is the formula. And now we take basically first some concept based question and then some numerical questions. Step by step jayenge. And there are lots of variety of questions. There can be some questions on error. Error analysis kaise karna hai. That is why we have two classes, so that we can do the error analysis also peacefully here. Okay, error analysis को भी peacefully करेंगे. This particular Simpson's rule is basically this particular Simpson's rule. Okay, what I am discussing is the Simpson's 1/3 rule. This is known as the Simpson's 1/3 rule, which is in your syllabus. Okay, there is actually one more Simpson's rule, that is the 3/8 Simpson's rule, but you don't have to study it. You have to only go for the 1/3 rule. Only study the 1/3. That's what I am telling Parvinder actually. That is the thing I was telling, and you have dropped a doubt regarding it. Only Simpson's 1/3 rule. Right? Yeah, Philip, we have the Telegram group. I have shared the link also in the comment box. I will share it in the last once again. Chalo guys, so okay, error and then question. Like, what is the error? Absolute error. Again, I will call it as the absolute error. Again, I will call it as the absolute error. What is the absolute error due to the Simpson's rule? Yeah, what is the maximum value of the error? That will matter a lot. Question maximum absolute error पे आ सकता है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. Maximum absolute error is M4 NH power 5. We again know what is N. We again know what is the H. N is the number of subintervals. H is the size of the subinterval, and M4 is the maximum value of fourth derivative. So whenever you take a polynomial, this is again a very important point. Whenever you take a polynomial function of degree up to 3, whenever you take a polynomial function of degree up to the 3, for example x cube plus x square minus x plus 1, and when you take the fourth derivative, when you take its fourth derivative, what will be the fourth derivative? 0. Okay, by first derivative will become quadratic, second will become linear, third will become constant, so fourth will become 0. इसको 4 बार differentiate करेंगे, you get 0. So what is the fourth derivative of up to the cubic equation? It will be 0, and that is why the maximum error will be 0. That means there is no error. 0 error means there is no error. Okay, so the Simpson's rule will always give the perfect answer if the fx is a polynomial function up to degree 3. Chalo. Okay. So few logical gate questions and then some numerical questions I will take to test your formula knowledge. देखते हैं. Numerical integration using trapezoidal rule gives the best result for a single variable function, which is what? Which is what? Linear, parabolic, logarithmic और hyperbolic. अभी तो हमने डिस्कस किया ना. कौन सा पे पूछा जा रहा है? Trapezoidal. तो trapezoidal gives the best result for a polynomial function of degree 0 or 1. That's what I told you. Trapezoidal up to degree 1, Simpson's up to degree 3. So trapezoidal will give the best result, okay, for a function which is linear. Option number A. You must just know this. That is why not only the formula, logic कैसे आया? Because since it is the linear approximation, so it will give the perfect result for linear line. Next, तो ये सब पता होना चाहिए. Next, अच्छा, forget this. इस पे बाद में आते हैं. First this and then I am going back to this. Get 21 mark question. First again direct question. The integral 0 to 1 5x cube plus 4x square plus 3x plus 2 dx is estimated numerically using 3 alternative methods. Okay, namely the rectangular rule, the trapezoidal rule and the Simpson's rule with a common step size. Common step size h का value 10 है. Okay, in this context, which one of the following statement is true? Which one of the following statement is true? You can subscribe and watch it. Score booster course is available, Praveen. Which of the following statement is true? Think and let me know. We have already studied this. मैंने बोला था ना, but these keep on coming as 1 mark question. चलो. Tell me. Simpson's rule as well as the rectangular rule of estimation will give a non-zero. नहीं. Simpson's cubic है ना? Since it is cubic, what is the function? It is the cubic function. Okay, so 0 error by Simpson's. Okay, this is wrong. False. Simpson's rule rectangular as well as trapezoidal non-zero. नहीं, ये भी false. Simpson's तो 0 error देगा. Only rectangular? No, false. Only Simpson's rule will give 0 error. Yes. Okay. Only the Simpson's rule will give 0 error. Yes, sir. That's it. Cubic function है because. Option number D. Yeah, going back to the previous question. Now, this is a simple question, but once again, I am telling now, you can solve this question. You can solve this question if you know the concept of numerical integration. If you know the concept of trapezoidal rule, there is a integration x squared dx with x2 greater than x1 greater than 0, which is evaluated analytically as well as numerically. Analytically as well as numerically using a single application of the trapezoidal rule. Using a single application of the trapezoidal rule. Okay, if I is the exact value, right? And j is the approximate value obtained using the trapezoidal rule. Which one of the following statement about the relationship is correct? Whether j equal to I or j greater than I or j less than I. Think. J is by the trapezoidal and I is the exact. I is the exact. You should have a logic in your answer. Logic के साथ बात करना guys. हाँ, then you can find the score booster, Praveen, GATE score booster course. Think, be careful. Think and be careful in the answer. Whether it is equal or which one is on the higher side. Equal भी हो सकता है, higher side पे भी हो सकता है, but which, if it is higher, which one is higher side? J higher or I higher? Okay, till now mostly telling j less than I. Till now. That is what is the result till now. देखते हैं what is correct. Yes, error will be there, accepted. Satyakant, error will be there. But error may be j greater than I or j less than I. That we don't know, na? That we cannot see. Chalo, cool, tell me. Cool, tell me. Integration x1 to x2 x square dx with x2 greater than x1 greater than 0 is evaluated. Chalo, check करते हैं sir how it is evaluated. Check कर लेते हैं how it is evaluated. So this is to be dealt graphically. I will tell you that whether most of the students are correct or incorrect. That is why मैं beginning से बोल रहा था ना. From the beginning I was telling you, okay, this is question practice session, but I want to tell you some concepts. Without the concepts we can fail in some question. Okay, we can fail in some question. Okay, that is why I was focusing on the concept. We did not focus on the derivation, but at least the concept. This is the parabola. The curve is actually y equal to x square, which is to be integrated from x1 to x2 with x2 greater than x1 greater than 0. Both are greater than 0. Chalo. Both are greater than 0. ये भी specified है. Right. So this is x1. Let's suppose this is x2. Integration is area under the curve. What is the meaning of trapezium? Okay. What is the meaning of trapezium rule? Trapezium rule means we will join these 2 points. We will join these 2 points by a straight line. Trapezium means what? Trapezium means, sir, linear approximation. Trapezium means linear approximation. Trapezium means the linear approximation, sir. So let us use that linear approximation. Now tell me, integrating area under this portion. Area under this portion is j and area under the exact curve. Area under the exact curve will be I. Which will give more area? Integration. Integration is area under the curve. Galat kar diya na? Most of you did it wrong. Okay. Clearly j is greater than I. The answer by the trapezium rule will be more than the actual answer. J greater than I. Option number A hai, and most of you were telling option number B. फंस गए क्वेश्चन में, थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक हो गया, although it is very simple. So that is why we learned graphically. We learned the logic of the trapezium rule and Simpson's rule and rectangular rule graphically. Although they are nearly same, okay, थोड़ा सा error तो जरूर होगा because it's a second order function. If it was a first degree function, then there will be no error. But j is on the higher side. So it depends what is the case to case analysis. ठीक है? Chalo, cool. So option number A is correct. Chalo, now let's take up a proper numerical to understand the formula fitting. Yes, बहुत अच्छा logical question था. That is what concept you must know. Chalo, cool. Now let's come to the most expected questions will be numerical. What is the value of the integral 0 to 6 dx upon 1 plus x square by the trapezoidal rule? What is the value of the integral dx upon 1 plus x square integration 0 to x? Right, yeah, Philip, I'll share you the link at the last, don't worry. Right. Check करते हैं what is the values. But value करके पर check करना पड़ेगा तो lengthy हो जाएगा, I believe. Okay, so now what is the function to be integrated here? Pay attention. What is the fx? 1 upon 1 plus x square. 1 upon 1 plus x square. right? Don't try, so you know what is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square is tan inverse x, but don't try the exact integration. Whenever they say trapezoidal means trapezoidal, because the options are also very, very close. Okay, so galat ho sakta hai. Okay, now take h is equal to 1. So how many subintervals? Subintervals will be b minus a by h, because h is b minus a by n. Okay, what is b? 6. A is 0 divided by 1. So how many intervals we are taking? 6 subintervals. We are taking the 6 subintervals. N का value 6 है, ठीक है? N का value 6 है. तो what are the different points we are going to consider? Okay, N का value 6 है. Okay, fx is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Understand the whole formula with me. fx is 1 upon 1 plus x square. The starting limit is f0. A का value 0 है. What is f0? 1 upon 1 plus 0, so that is 1. What is the value of f1? ठीक है, take directly a jump of 1. Take directly a jump of 1. 1 upon 1 plus 1 square, that is 1 by 2 or 0.5. Then f of 2, 1 upon 1 plus 2 square, that is 1 by 5. Fractions में ही छोड़ देते हैं. Then next will be f of 3. f of 3, 1 upon 1 plus 3 square, that is 1 by 10. Next will be f of 4. Up to the 6 आपको जाना है ना. 1 upon 1 plus 4 square, that is 1 upon 17. Next will be f of 5. 1 upon 1 plus 5 square, that is 1 upon 26. Last, f of 6. 1 upon 1 plus 6 square, that is 1 by 37. That is 1 by 37. Now, what should be the formula? What should be the formula? What is the integration? Trapezium rule. Trapezium rule or trapezoidal rule. The integration I, or by the rules we call it as commonly J, that is integration 0 to 6 fx dx should be equal to how much? H by 2. Sum of the end points f0 plus f6. Sum of the end points plus what was the formula? Try to recall everybody. Twice sum of the other points f1 up to f5. Sum of the intermediate points. ठीक है, end points 1 time and all the intermediate point 2 times. This was the formula. How did we obtain the formula? By the area of trapezium method. By the area of trapezium. Sir, what is h? H is 1 by 2. f0 है 1. f6 है 1 by 37. Plus twice of f1 is 1 upon 1 plus 1, 1 by 2. Then I have f2. 1 by 2 के बाद then I have 1 by 5. Then I have 1 by 10. Then after 1 by 10 I have 1 by 17. Then 1 by 26. 1 by 26, that's it. Okay. So now guys, rest is just the role of your calculator. Okay. Rest, let it just be the role of the calculator. Okay. Let it just be the role of the calculator. Let's evaluate the exact value of this one. Yes, I am doing, you also can do it parallelly. Yes, 1.4107, yeah, 4108. 1.4108. 1.4108, option number C. 1.4108, correct, that is the option number C. राइट अब मैं आपको बताऊं, राइट, n is a number of sub intervals, right? See, Vamshi, very obviously in ESE the calculations will be, देखो इसको भी कर सकते हैं, little bit time, okay, little bit time, but in ESE numbers will be accordingly given. They know it is without calculator, don't worry. Okay, some simple function या some simple values will be given या less number of values will be given. ठीक है? Why we are not taking f point? Because size is 1 na. What is the value? What is this value? Interval size. What is the meaning of interval size? What is the interval size? Means step size. This is also known as step size. Okay, so if 0, then I will take 1. 1 say 2. So that h is the step size. Ki how much step you have to take? I told the width, step size. Okay, कितना step लेना है? 0 के बाद 1, 1 के बाद 2, 2 के बाद 3, 3 के बाद 4 and etc. ठीक है? ओके, डन 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 डन. चलो Chalo. Now, sometimes, please remember very important point in this numerical methods. Please remember the very important point in this question. Sometimes people will think, sir, I don't know trapezium rule. Okay, but I know 1/1 plus x square. अरे यार ये क्या फालतू की बात कर रहे हैं. ट्रापीजियम रूल तो मैं नहीं पढ़ के आया हूं, मैं ट्रापीजियम रूल पढ़ के नहीं आया हूं, ठीक है. लेकिन मेरे को इंटीग्रेशन करना आता है. आई एम एक्स्ट्रा स्मार्ट, आई एम सुपर स्मार्ट. आई नो टू इंटीग्रेट दिस. व्हाट इज द इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1/1 plus x square? tan inverse x. Lower limit 0, upper limit 6. Upper limit minus lower limit. Tan inverse 6 minus tan inverse 0. Okay, which is just tan inverse 6. Calculate this value in radian. By default it is radian. Okay, let us calculate this. Answer कितना आया? 1.4056. What will happen with that extra smart student? What will happen with that extra smart student? 1.4056. बहुत confidently. I don't know trapezium rule and मुझे ज़रूरत भी क्या है? I know the exact value. 1.4056. What happens with that? Suppose commonly these questions are 2 marks. Okay. What will happen with that extra smart student? That extra smartness will give him -2/3 mark. +2 तो गए, but -2/3 all ले गए. Negative -0.67. Are you getting my point? Point समझ में आ गया हो तो लाइक कर देना सेशन को. Are you getting? Guys, numerical methods, whether it is the integration part or the non-linear equation, same thing applies to the Newton-Raphson cases also when we are going to study later. Euler's method, whatever we study, if you know that particular numerical method, then only attempt the question. Don't try to be extra smart that you know the answer, okay, and you will calculate the exact answer. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, ठीक है. इसमें ना आपके साथ खेल हो जाएगा. आ गई बात समझ में आ गई तो लाइक कर देना, ठीक है. तो इसमें आपके साथ खेल हो जाएगा, तो प्लीज डोंट ट्राई दिस. बोलते हैं ना, प्लीज डोंट ट्राई दैट एट होम. आई विल से प्लीज डोंट ट्राई दिस एट द एग्जाम हॉल. ओके, प्लीज डोंट ट्राई दिस एट द एग्जाम हॉल. प्रिकॉशन. Don't try this in the exam hall. Okay, it's risky. It can be dangerous. It can be risky. So don't try this in the exam hall. Please remember this. Chalo, next question then. Moving ahead with the next question. So, एक काम करते हैं. Just to give you a good practice. First, let us jump to the Simpsons. First, let us take both. Simpsons. एक trapezium कर लिया, एक Simpsons कर लिया. Some logical questions we took, and now let's go to the Simpsons also. Consider the following data. Okay, now looking into the data, what is the step size, guys? Right? Gap large होगा ही नहीं usually, परविंदर. It will not be large. Mostly large होने का chance ही नहीं है. Daily 8:15 PM, जीवन. Daily 8:15 PM. Look, what is the value of x? 0 से 0.2, 0.2 से 0.4, and etc. So looking into this, what is the step size? 0.2. What is the subinterval size? 0.2. Okay, ये समझ में आ गया? चलो बढ़िया. Then what is the number of subintervals? B minus a divide by h करेंगे. 12. You can count also. Okay, divided by h कितना हुआ? 0.2. Okay, so how much is this? 2.2 and 2.6 actually, divided by 0.2, right? So how much it is? हाँ, कुछ तो wrong हो गया यहाँ पे. 12.2 तक गया. Sorry, this is my bad. 1.2 minus 0 divided by 0.2, that is 6. And that's what I'm telling, we can count also, right? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 subintervals. Okay, so how many subintervals I have? 6 subintervals. Okay, that is even, and that is what is necessarily for the Simpsons rule. It is necessary that you should have even number of subintervals. Evaluate integral 0 to 2 fx dx by using the Simpsons rule for the above data. Chalo, what is the function fx? Now there can be some questions where function fx is not given. where the function fx is not given, but the values are directly given. See what we did in the last question, we started calculating the value, na? But यहाँ पे values are given even more easy. So what is this value known as? ध्यान देना guys. What is this value known as A and this is B? Starting point and the ending point. ठीक है. Next, what is this value known as? X1, then X2, then X3, then X4, then X5. Intermediate values. Starting always write A, ending always write B, then X1, X2, X3, X4, X5. ऐसा लिखेंगे. चलो. Cool. ठीक है. Done. ना ऑड नंबर नहीं रखेंगे परविंदर, रखेंगे ही नहीं ना. Simpson's rule is not applied for odd number. चलो, so what is to be done? Now what is the Simpson's rule? What is the Simpson's? आपके लिए Simpson's का मतलब क्या है? Simpson's means you have to take only the Simpson's 1/3 rule, and the integration a to b fx dx is given by integral a to b fx dx. Let us review the formula. It is given by h by 3, 142. 142 means s0 plus 4 s1 plus 2 s2. That is the code 142. h by 3 s0 plus 4 s1 plus 2 s2. Chalo, many of you are there with the answer 10.04 approximately. What is the s0? Okay, chalo. What is the s0? It is the sum of, अरे यार f0 नहीं, s0. S0 I told you, sum of the endpoints fa plus fb. Now we know the values. Take it up from the table. What is fa plus fb? What is fa plus fb? 9.6 and 12.2. This is known as the 9.6 and this is known as the 12.2. Okay, कितना हो गया ये? This is 21.8. Now what is the value of s1? S1 means sum of the function at all the odd points. Clearly मैंने बोला था sum of the function at all the odd points. That means sum of the function at x1, x3 up to how much it is going? x5. All odd points collected, x1, fx1, fx2, sorry, fx1, fx3, fx5. Okay, that is the value of the function. Okay, 9.1 plus 6.8. Okay, then 8.8. Then 8.8. How much this is? 9, 6, 15, 15, 8, 23. 23 and 1 will be carried forward. 24, 8, 8 just 16 and 1. 24.7. एक बार check कर लेना calculation. I guess it is 24.7. Then finally what is S2? Sum of the function at all the even points f of x2 plus f of x4. F of x2 plus f of x4. Right, and this one will be equal to x2 7.4, x4 7.6. That is equal to 7.4 plus 7.6, 7, 7, 15, 7, 7, 14 plus 1, 15. This one is 15, right? This one is directly equal to 15, right? Okay, so what should be my answer? Just put down the value here. So what is the value of j? H by 3. H kitna hai? H is known as the 0.2. H is here the 0.2. So h by 3, 0.2 divided by 3. S0, which is 21.8. plus 4s1, that is 24.7, plus 2s2. What is the s2? 15. Okay, chalo, put down these and get me the answer. Okay, let us calculate this. $10.04. Perfect. Yeah, 10.04. Perfect answer. Done. 10.04 is the very correct answer. There is no doubt in that, right? There is no doubt in that. 10.04 is the absolute correct answer. All right. Yes, it is the 10.04. Chalo, cool. NAT type question tha 10.04. Right. Chalo. Next one. एकदम तेजी से. So let me take you. Okay, let me also give you कि how simple the 2 marks question can be. Okay, अभी variety भी लेंगे, but there can be direct question 2 marks. Again the tabular information. Tabular information is more easy. You don't have to calculate the value of the function. It is given in the tabular form. Ritvik, the class starts at 8:15 p.m. 8:15 p.m. class starting time. Chalo guys, tell me, what is the value of a function fx at 5 discrete points are given below? What is the value of the function fx at 5 discrete points are given below? Okay, using the trapezoidal rule with step size h given hai, ओके h गिवन है 0.1. ओके n का वैल्यू कितना है 0.4 minus 0 divided by 0.1. So there are 4s of intervals. You can count also 1, then 2, then 3 and then 4. 4 intervals are there. Using the trapezoidal rule with a step size of 0.1, what is the value of the integration 0 से 0.4 fx dx using trapezoidal rule? Using trapezoidal rule, which is simple. Simple. Come on guys, come on. Quick. Come on. कर दो एकदम जल्दी से. Tell me all. Okay. Everybody calculate and give me the answer. Everybody, I want the answer from everybody. Quickly do it and give me the answer. Yes. Try it up. What is the value of the function fx at 5 discrete points are given below. Using the trapezoidal rule with a step size of 0.1, what is the value of integration 0 से 0.4 fx dx? Integration 0 से 0.4 fx dx. ठीक है. शेख, गौरव वाजपेयी, अवन, परविंदर करेक्ट आंसर. समृता क्लोज बट इट शुड बी परफेक्टली कमिंग अप. 21.5 नहीं होगा. जस्ट चेक इट अप वंस. ओके, स्टार्ट करते हैं. h का वैल्यू पता है, n का वैल्यू पता है. सो व्हाट इज द ट्रेपेजियम रूल? ओके, द इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 से 0.4 fx dx by the trapezium rule will be h by 2 sum of the end points. What are the end points? 0 and 0.4. f of 0 plus f of 0.4, right, plus twice the sum at the intermediate points x1, x2, x3, that is f of 0.1, f of 0.2, f of 0.3, and twice the summation of this. Sum of endpoints one time and all the other point twice. That is the algorithm. h का वैल्यू है clearly specified 0.1. You just have to put the values. f of 0, 0. f of 0.4, 160. 0 plus 160 plus twice the other samples 10, 40, 90. Calculations are also pretty simple here. Okay, so how much is this? 0.1 divided by 2 into 160 plus 2 times, this is 100, 140. Okay, 2 times 140, that becomes how much? 440. total हो गया 440. तो 0.1 divided by 2 into 440, 44 by 2, answer is 22. Simple question, simple answer. ठीक है, simple question, simple answer. Now as I told you, अगर हम गेट की बात करें, if I talk about gate, this question, these type of question for mechanical you can say 200% sure. These type, what are the other types वो भी हम देखेंगे, but these types for mechanical numerical integration is almost sure. It could be trapezoidal or Simpson's or error based or something based, but for mechanical it is 200% sure. Civil also 80-90% chance of getting the question of numerical integration. Okay, ESE में तो numerical methods gate से हटा दिया है अभी, right? For instrumentation it is still there. Okay, but for ESE, if you are an engineering service aspirant, it is there for all branches. Again and again I repeat. So guys, what do you learn from this question? That only basic knowledge. Okay, either it could be concept question जैसे मैंने show किया beginning में, or it could be numerical. Just the basic idea of the formula, putting the value will give you 2 marks. What is this? Just putting these values in this formula. That is what is to be done. Even the values were calculated of the function and given. Just substitution of the values is giving you 2 marks. Okay. तो इसलिए always syllabus coverage in the GATE exam should be good enough. Okay, the syllabus coverage should be huge. जितना पढ़ोगे, कई बार बहुत topic से बहुत simple question आते हैं. Okay, now what is the other variety of questions from here? Okay, what is the other variety of questions from here? Don't worry, everything will be discussed tomorrow. So it's almost 1 hour. So we'll have daily 1 hour session. So tomorrow will only be the questions of numerical integration. Today I took little bit of concept also because concept was important. Concept was important. ठीक है, और हमने देखा there are few questions which are based on the concept and the basic idea of the trapezoidal and Simpsons. Okay, tomorrow, now we know the concept, now we know the formula, we know what is error, we took some error based concept as well. Tomorrow different variety of questions, including the error questions, absolute error analysis, and all range of questions of trapezoidal Simpsons. Okay, tomorrow will be the question practice for trapezoidal Simpsons. Then day after tomorrow, providing you the link as well. Day after tomorrow, we will go for the non-linear equations and linear equation. Non-linear, linear equation, the very important method in the non-linear is Newton-Raphson, you know. Newton-Raphson, सबसे important जो है वो है Newton-Raphson. Okay, where the questions are commonly expected. We have the regular falsi also, bisection method also, but Newton-Raphson सबसे ज़्यादा important. Linear equation में Gauss-Seidel method. Linear equation में Gauss-Seidel method. So tomorrow also same time, guys. I will share you the link. Don't worry. I'll share you the link. Okay. So tomorrow also same time, 8:15 p.m. 8:15 p.m. Right. So guys, as you know, always in this mathematics class, I will make the code. Those who are live, I always give the benefit to the live students in these classes. So @NM1, what is this? Right, PDF मिलेगा, बिल्कुल मिलेगा, and PDF is the benefit of the live students. जिनको पढ़ना है उन्हीं को PDF मिलेगा. Right. So all the students who are live right now, you can note down this password. This is the password. Okay, let me make everything in small, otherwise it can confuse you. NM1. Random. I make these passwords random, you know. @NMEM, numerical methods, class number 1. @NM1. This will be the password for today's PDF, which I will share you tonight. Okay, and the link of my Telegram. Okay, those who are not in the Telegram, this is the link of the Telegram where you can also discuss the doubts and get the access to these PDFs. So you can join this Telegram. I will share you this PDF by tonight, and that will be password protected PDF. And I again repeat, password is @NM1. There is no space. Okay, there is no space. It is continuous @NM1. Space mark नहीं है. Okay, @NM1 password. ठीक है? चलो. That's it, guys. So I hope you are enjoying with the BYJU'S Exam Prep, the India's most comprehensive learning platform. So daily 1 hour sessions we'll plan tomorrow also at 8:15 p.m. 8:15 p.m. Questions of numerical methods. Only questions tomorrow. Okay, then we move towards the next topic after that. Okay, daily 8:15 p.m. Bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. And once again, okay, tomorrow 7 p.m. also there is a YouTube, that is the Fourier transform. Okay. Yes, gamer. We are covering all of them. Chalo guys, bye bye. Thank you. Take care. Yeah, thank you, Harshal.